So a couple of things have happened since the last video. One thing is I got the ratchet spring in the mail, so I can install that today and get rid of the little clip that I've got on there for retaining the needle. Also, I had a chance to take it out to the field and do a little bit of testing there. I did not fly it because I don't feel confident in flying it just yet. But one of the other club members was able to help me tune in the engine a little bit. I noticed something weird with the aileron servos that day too. Basically, when I let go of the ailerons on the transmitter, they will not come back and stop. They'll go past and kind of oscillate around center. If I find out that the Y cable is the problem, I could just replace it. I've got a few spares. If I find out it's the servos, I've got a few servos off of Amazon. What else? I also still have to patch the hole in the wing, which should be pretty easy to do. I should be able to do that pretty quickly today. And then finally, I want to start up the engine again, make sure it's running really well, and get it ready for the first Maiden. There's going to be a lot of good weather this week, so I should have plenty of time to get it out to the field and test it. In 2 weeks, we have a scale event at the club, and this is going to be our first scale event that I'm aware of. This is not an actual scale plane. It is similar to other planes that exist, and it's not a stick like, say, the Slow Ultra stick. And we're being pretty relaxed with our first scale event, so we're not worried about everything being pure scale. As long as it looks scale, that's fine with us. So this definitely looks scale. I have another plane or two that I might bring down from the loft or the rafters and check out and get them ready for the event too. But this one I'd really like to get Maiden before then fly it during the event. First things first, I'm just going to replace this clip here. Pull this guy off. Yeah, the other engine I looked at has it going this direction, so we'll try that. Okay, I've got the wings set up on a little stand here, and it's just connected to a 4-channel Spectrum receiver with a life battery. And I have it bound to the transmitter. And you'll see that the ailerons do indeed work. However, if I let go of the aileron in the middle, you see there's bounce. And I don't know what's causing that. My switches certainly aren't bouncing. And it happens on both sides, though this side seems worse. And you'll see there's just an immense amount of jiggle back and forth, and that's not going to be good. I don't want that to happen. I don't know if, that was a really long one. I don't know if Nitro models were originally designed this way on purpose or not. I think we're going to first pull out this Y adapter. There seems to be a little board in here. I don't know if it's just a soldering board to connect all the power and signals together, or there may actually be logic on this board that does this. This might be a function of that board. I'm unaware of any reason why you would want this, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this out and see if replacing it with a simple Y will help. That might eliminate my problem. If it doesn't, then it might actually be the servos themselves. We'll see if that's made any difference. That seems to have completely fixed the issue. So there's a little bit whenever I let go, but this does bounce back and forth. If I just do it very quickly like before, I'm not getting any of that oscillation I was getting before. It's only if I let go and it really goes crazy. And even then, it's only a very small amount of oscillation. So I think that's fixed. Since we already have the wing up on the stand, I figured we can go ahead and take care of this first. This wing is still very dusty for being in storage and just in my shop for so long. So we're gonna go ahead and just give it a good wipe down with the simple green. Make sure that's nice and dry. I don't want the patch sticking to the liquid. It needs to stick really well to the vinyl. I say use what you have. I have a ton of these stickers, so we're gonna use a sticker. There we go. So we'll just get that pressed on nicely. Good as new. That should fly. Okay, we've got the plane pulled up so that there's no slack in the safety cord. I'm gonna go ahead and open the throttle completely. I'm gonna pump until we see fuel coming through. Okay, I think I see some. Let's see if I can get this to fire on the first time. Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that. That fired up immediately. That's right at the same position that we had it at the field or roundabout. You always have to adjust that a little bit from what I'm told, based on the weather conditions and whatnot. The important thing is we've got the engine running somewhat reliably. We're gonna test that out in flight because I don't know any other way to do it. The throttle still needs adjusted to be low. I could do that at the field. I think that's a better idea. The hole is patched in the wing. We have the ailerons working reliably. All of the other servos work reliably. And we've got our new life battery that we're gonna power our receiver and servos from. I think we're completely ready at this point to go ahead and take this to the field. It's pretty late now. It's 8:30 p.m. so the field is gonna be closed until tomorrow morning. I'll take the cameras with me and we'll get it up there and see if it dies or if it maintains. And hopefully if I don't crash it, I'll have a pretty cool plane for the scale fly-in. Okay, we finally have a decent amount of good weather. The wind's a bit rough today, but we're gonna try this anyway. I wanna get it out, I wanna taxi it. We'll get the throws settled in. And then if the wind isn't too bad, which right now it's perfect, then I'll do the Maiden, and that will prepare me for the event in 2 weeks. So let me go ahead and get her out of here. We'll start getting this stuff hooked up over there. Maybe we just try it. Maybe we just try it. Man, it's getting kicked around really badly, but at least now it's Maiden. That is a spicy wind today. Holy cow, that wind. That wind is absolutely rough. That's gotta be something like 25 mile an hour up there. I have nothing to compare it to because I don't really fly Nitro that often, but that should not have been that hairy up there. Full power, this 61 size engine should be cutting through, but I was at a standstill a few times there. Got it back, had a couple good landings. Bouncy as they were, I got it back. And it's Maiden, so now I can actually fly it at the scale event. Oh, that wind's picking up again. It's hard to even pick up the airplane and move it around. I'll go ahead and throw this back in the car. Tomorrow is club meeting day. I'm just gonna leave all my planes and stuff in the car. We're not supposed to have great weather, but on the off chance that we do, got lots of stuff to fly. Got a 330 SC, my slow ultra stick, turbo timber back there, and of course, my Escapade. Weather wasn't supposed to be nice today, but it's actually really good compared to yesterday. So before the club meeting starts, I'm gonna Remaiden this in better wind and see if that helps. That wind yesterday, I'm pretty sure, is what was causing my issues. So we're gonna finish fueling up here and get it up. This is technically a Remaiden because the wind yesterday was awful. Aw, but off the other side.
That's right. You're down safe.
Okay, yeah, that was the wind yesterday then. I didn't have any of the issues today.
Okay, good.
Keep the nose down, cross the threshold, and then hold that flare. Just hold it off the runway until it decides
That
to
was
stop
good. I like that.
flying. You hold it off the runway until it decides to stop flying, and it sets itself down. If you're relaxing elevator to put it down, it's gonna bounce.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Hold that flare right.
It stops fine in the grass, but as soon as I get on the slick runway, it won't stop. And that's a successful Remaiden.